Hey, we are Mark and Grace with Noble Notary Signing Service, Noble Notary.
Serial entrepreneurs. So welcome back to another episode. We are at McKee Botanical Gardens in Vero Beach, Florida. And today we want to talk about being intentional in your business, your life, your thoughts even, and how to do that and why it's important.
Yeah, so I mean, it's your God-given purpose to be intentional. There's lots of scripture in the Bible that talk about, your purpose for this life. So it's always good to kind of formulate a plan, have some sort of direction. Obviously, you pray, for wisdom and for direction from God, but, sitting down and formulating a plan is always a good idea.
Right. I think a lot of people don't get outcomes thereafter because they aren't intentional about getting those things done or what it even is. So, we always talk about having a successful life, having a balance of what faith, family, finance, fitness, fun, right? Or food. You can put
fashion.
That. Yeah, it's fashion. Yep. So balancing those things out. And so thinking about your day and your week, maybe even your month, what do I want to accomplish in those categories in a balance that can help me to achieve those things?
Yeah. I mean, we are all given the same 24 hours in a day. So obviously you need to put focus and attention on those other things other than your business, the faith and the fitness and all of that, the fashion, whatever you're into. But like Mark said, the more you can pay attention to those details daily and set maybe daily goals or weekly goals, monthly goals, whatever it may be, maybe an amount that you want to make, maybe some tasks that you want to complete, it all comes back around to being intentional.
Right. I think it's Jim Rohn who said, don't start your next day, until you have it planned. And he also says, don't start your week until you have it planned. And we try to live that way. And one of the things I think we do, or let me give you a couple of things we do. One is that we have daily tasks that we know are high value tasks that they have to get done. And we have weekly tasks, like shooting a video, for example. It's a task to do. So we have to be intentional about it because it's easy not to do.
But fun too. We try to integrate. I just did a post today about this is how we integrate
work-life
balance with teaching our kids, showing them the history of Florida, and also having fun and taking them places and enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, teaching them about the natural plant life that is part of this Florida habitat. So another thing that you can do, and this is a big one, is eliminate distractions. So prioritize what you're going to allow to distract you. So we have business phone calls and we have personal lines. And guys, when I'm on business time, my personal line doesn't get answered. It gets ignored. The business lines take priority because that's, of course, revenue. That's a goal. But I don't answer my personal messages. It might take a week before I get back to a personal text from somebody because it's a distraction. It's certainly not going to distract me when I'm in a productivity or an intentional mode for business.
Yeah, it's all about kind of setting boundaries, and that it doesn't have to be that rigid. You probably hear Mark say that, and that's Mark. That's not necessarily me. It may take me a day or two, but you don't have to be that rigid. You can, whatever works best for you, your partner, your company, whatever that might be. So, but it is important to set those boundaries too.
Boundaries are good. And I think just asking yourself this question as often as you can think of it, what is the most important use of my time right now or today or this week? What's the most important use of my time? So I think if you do that, you begin to cultivate that focus and that intentionality. And I think, and we've said this before about other things, but it's like a muscle. You use it or lose it. The more you use it, the easier it gets.
I mean, and we'll always, stress putting God first, waking up, saying your prayers, reading your scripture, and setting your day up. And you may not believe that way, and that's okay. But it's just kind of a jump off point to, or making your bed. That was a big thing for us. Get up, say our prayers. My bed is getting made, because that's the beginning of being motivated and being intentional about everything that I do. And again, you don't have to be that structured. Maybe you're not that type of person, but if you can just set some loose goals, some loose guidelines, boundaries, and be intentional in the things that you can do, I think that you will see a major change in your business and your life.
Right. And not just like we talked about business, but your thoughts. Be intentional. Does a thought get in that is filling your head with doubts? It's setting a negative tone for the day.
Yeah, you can easily allow those negativity, that negativity to fuel your emotions and your outcome and how you treat your spouse or your business or your kids, and you definitely don't want that. So it's, again, that's another boundary that you can set in your mind. It's a mind's guideline.
Yeah, don't let the weeds grow in. Things aren't always going to go as planned. In fact, they rarely go as planned, but that's where you have to have that. Don't allow the negativity. Just adapt an idea that you're going to reevaluate, change direction a little bit, and then go forward. I remember going into 2022, things got really bad. The business got really slow. We kind of knew it was coming and we were preparing for it, but we didn't prepare quick enough.
Yes.
And it was real easy to slip into almost like a victim mentality. And that's a video for a whole nother day. I'm not going to go into that, but instead we just got more intentional about what we needed to do and what we wanted to do and what we thought would give us the best results. And we just focused on those baby steps.
It was redirecting your thoughts in your mind, because it is easy when you fall into a slump or you fall into a depression, whatever happens in your life, because life happens, right? It's easy to just stay in that pit, but you can redirect every day. You wake up, you have new blessings every morning. So you can always start fresh. So we encourage that for you guys.
Right. So I say start being intentional as soon as tomorrow. And if you make it a great day, you can make it a great week, you can make it a great year, and then you can make it a great life. And we hope that for you. I hope you found this useful. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next one.
God bless.